Hola, buenos días clase y feliz martes. Hoy es martes, el 25 de agosto de 2020. Hoy vamos a utilizar el texto en línea para por primera vez, y vamos a ver una introducción al examen AP y después empezar la primera unidad de las familias y las comunidades. Vamos a ver fotos, las preguntas esenciales de la unidad y la información introductoria. Y después ustedes van a grabar una reacción a las fotos y la información en Flipgrid. And if you remember, grabar means record. Un repaso del Google Meet de ayer, if you weren't on our Google Meet yesterday, which I fully intended to record and forgot. And then on other classes, I couldn't figure out where the dang record button was. So, lo siento tanto. I will work on getting that record button working, but other teachers have said that they were having issues with it too. So apparently it wasn't just me, although oftentimes it will be because I'm very technologically challenged. Pero, back to the Spanish. La promesa de lealtad al español. Ayer en el Google Meet, los estudiantes repitieron la promesa de lealtad al español. So we did a little listen and repeat with this pledge of allegiance or loyalty to Spanish class. Entonces pueden leerlo, pero es un recuerdo que vamos a hablar mucho español este año y practicar español siempre y no inglés. Okay, un repaso de ayer. So this was from yesterday's assignment. If you have not yet entered into Voce's digital textbook yet, you're going to have to do that today. So hopefully you already have. Van a ir al link aquí, vocesdigital.com. You're going to log in just like you did yesterday through Google Classroom icon. And choose the book Nuestra Historia. If you haven't already taken a few minutes to look around and become familiar with icons, yada yada, and of course let me know if you can't get in. Pero hoy vamos a empezar con la primera unidad de las familias y las comunidades. Entonces vamos a entrar en el texto digital y entrar en la introducción about the AP Spanish Language and Culture exam. Entonces, si vamos allá, aquí, introducción a nuestra historia, aquí dice about the AP Spanish Language and Culture exam. Es un repaso breve, just a quick review of how the AP Spanish exam is set up. This is all in English, so I'll switch to English very briefly, but just note that this is how, if you are planning to take the exam, how it will be set up. The first half, multiple choice. Print text, so basically reading, print and audio mixed, so some of the same topics, but you'll have to hear stuff and you'll have to read stuff and answer multiple choice questions, and then some you'll just listen to. And then the rest is all free response. So there is a writing section where you write an email, a writing section where you write a persuasive essay, and then there's 2 spoken responses, a conversation, and a cultural comparison. So everything that we do in this online textbook is going to be slowly but surely preparing us for all of these tasks for the AP exam. And we will take a look at that more in depth pretty soon throughout and here and there throughout the school year to see how it's scored and learn more about those sections. Okay, si regresamos, it just says lean el esquema, so just read the outline of the exam. We just went over that. Y después entren en la unidad 1, las familias y las comunidades, preguntas esenciales. So we're going to look at Unit 1, essential questions. Oh, necesito dormir una siesta. So here we have Unidad Uno, Familias y Comunidades. And again, you're going to get there through this directory. Unidad Uno, preguntas esenciales. Oops. There we go. Okay. Y ustedes van a mirar las fotos. Miren las fotos y lean el texto y las preguntas esenciales de la unidad. So we're going to look at the pics and read the text and the essential questions. Y después vamos a grabar una reacción a toda la información. Entonces, estudiantes dominicanos en un desfile es a parade, para celebrar el Día de la Independencia de la República Dominicana. Aquí tenemos los estudiantes en Colombia saliendo del colegio. Oops. Aquí una niña estudiando en Perú. Aquí hermanos de una tribu guaraní en un parque en Paraguay. Guaraní es el nombre de una cultura nativa en Paraguay. Y aquí tenemos a una madre e hija aymaras en los Andes peruanos. Y aymara también es una cultura indígena o nativa. Tenemos más fotos y después las preguntas esenciales. Aquí la familia sosteniendo tallos de una planta peruana llamada muña. Entonces, sosteniendo es como holding esta planta. Aquí tenemos una madre e hijo en Venezuela. Aquí una estudiante universitaria en la Ciudad de México aprendiendo a cablear tableros de prototipo con ayuda de su profesor. Lots of technical jargon there. And la tecnología no es mi cosa, pero haciendo algo muy profundo con la tecnología. Y una madre y su niño en México, luego de huir de la pobreza y la violencia de las pandillas en Honduras. This is an important one here. Una madre y niño en México luego de huir. Huir significa to flee. So luego de huir would be like late. Luego can mean later. It can also mean like after fleeing. De la pobreza. Well, we know pobre is poor, so la pobreza is poverty. Y violencia de las pandillas. Las pandillas, if you don't remember that word, means gangs. Entonces, madre e hijo saliendo porque había una vida de la pobreza y violencia de pandillas. Qué triste, pero huyeron, but they have now they have fled. Is that the English? They have fled. That sounds weird. No importa. That's why we just stick with the Spanish, right? Because who knows how to speak English correctly? Not me. Ok, entonces, ahora, ustedes van a leer esta información aquí, las preguntas esenciales y comprensión duradera. So, essential questions and duradera es como long-lasting comprehension or like more in-depth comprehension. Oh, maybe we should go back to those preguntas esenciales. Duh. Okay, so let's look at the essential questions for the unit. So all of our units have we have different sub-themes, which if we look here in a poster, los subtemas para esta unidad son las tradiciones y los valores como values, las comunidades educativas, la estructura de la familia, la ciudadanía global, citizenship, la geografía humana, y las redes sociales. And if you remember, redes sociales means social media. Entonces, aquí las preguntas esenciales son, ¿cómo se diferencian los papeles que asumen las familias y las comunidades en las sociedades del mundo? So, how do the roles, los papeles here are roles, that families and communities in societies of the whole world differ? How do the roles that they take on differ? So again, when we look at these really long questions in Spanish, when they're all out of order to us, they can be kind of confusing. But basically, how do the roles that families and communities in different societies of the world, how do they differ? The roles that they play. La educación es un derecho o un privilegio. This one's way simpler. Is education a right or a privilege? ¿Cuáles son las consecuencias de la pobreza? ¿Y qué efecto tienen las redes sociales en las relaciones humanas? So these are kind of our overarching themed questions that we're going to be focusing on throughout this unit of la familia y las familias y las comunidades. Pero aquí tenemos todas las preguntas y unas respuestas según las fotos. So a lot of these answers down here have to do with the pictures. Necesitan leer esta información. Pueden usar word reference para buscar palabras nuevas. Y después, todos van a grabar una reacción a la información in Flipgrid. So we're going to record a reaction to this information on Flipgrid. So después de ver las fotos, después de leer las preguntas esenciales, después de leer toda la información. So after seeing and reading the pictures, the info, I want you to think about some of these questions to record a response or a reaction to. ¿Qué te parece? Is like, what's it seem to you? Like, what do you think? O ¿qué opinas? What's your opinion? De los temas y la información. And when we talk about los temas, we're talking about the themes, like the sub-themes, the more specific themes de esta página, from this page or section, not the full class themes that we had been talking about before that we'll be doing throughout the year, but just estos temas aquí, these themes here. ¿Qué más? Algo te sorprende. Does something surprise you that you see in the pictures or read about? ¿Puedes identificarte con una situación específica de las fotos? Can you identify yourself, or can you relate to a specific situation from the pictures o de la información, de las descripciones? And ¿cómo comparan las culturas hispanohablantes a nuestra cultura estadounidense? So a huge part of our AP curriculum is going to be comparing and contrasting our culture with culture of Spanish-speaking countries. And that's actually part of your AP exam. Pero si miran las fotos y piensen en las diferencias y las similitudes, so similarities and differences entre nuestra cultura y estas culturas de países hispanohablantes, those are great things to include as well. Entonces, un aviso amable, friendly reminder / warning. Necesitan contestar las preguntas. So you're going to try to answer the questions I just asked you in forma de párrafo en español, meaning you're not just looking at each of those questions, giving me a one-sentence answer and moving on. No. You're going to elaborate, speaking in full paragraphs with details and examples and elaboration, todo en español. Y no uses Google Translate ni otro traductor, como siempre. As always, do not use Google Translate or any other similar type of translator, including but not limited to your native Spanish speaking friends or super smart amigos or compañeros en la clase de español. That is not your Spanish. So please stick to what you already know how to say. And then if you need to look up a word or short phrase here or there, you may use wordreference.com or the word reference app, and nada más, nothing else, por favor. If you clearly did not do your own work and you have really advanced grammar tenses and stuff in your grabación, in your recording, then you will not get credit for it. So here is what's going to take you to your Flipgrid links. Please choose your class hour. If you do not know your class period, look in your grade book. I will say that many of you on the first day of school, whenever you had to tell me in that Google form what class period you are in, many of you told me the incorrect class period. So please make sure that you know what your class period is. So this will be just like your intro video. You'll just click right here. It's going to be with third hour. And you're just going to record a response. Please note that I always give you, usually give you 2 minutes to record your response, because that's going to kind of get you in the feel of what it feels like to speak for 2 minutes, because in the AP exam, that's how long you have to record your cultural comparison. Y eso es todo para hoy. That is all for today, but just some other, you know what? I deleted them from this slide. Hopefully we're all big boys and girls now and have completed the work from last week. Muchas gracias a todos. Thank you to everybody who has already done that. And as always, if you have any preguntas, feel free to email me at rlatnet@bths201.org. I guess I could put that on my little whiteboard here, huh? My email address. Or send me a Google Hangout. Buena suerte.